From Big Boy Arena in Fraser, Michigan, the Michigan Shadow take on the Alpena 45ers. I am Frank Mazzola along with the Polish Prince, Gary Prezwora, and the Go Live Sports team. Thanks for watching MIHL Hockey tonight. Gary, Alpena comes in after their first play they played up in Alpena. Took a pretty big beating, 12-2, but Alpena's here today.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Alpena's going to come in here and try to get some revenge on that 12-2 score. Both teams coming off of a win last weekend when they played, so looking for an exciting game here.
Well, Alpena, when that game happened back on November 16th, Michigan Shadow came out with 6 quick goals to get a 6-0 lead, and they held on from there for a final score of 12-2. Nothing much happening there. Also, the Michigan Shadow last weekend bouncing back after a loss to the Waterford Sharks, a close game in Waterford. They traveled the next day out to Muskegon and blanked them 5-0. First time the Muskegon Voyagers have been shut out in their house in their 5 years in the MIHL.
Yeah, pretty impressive win to come back and bounce back like that, especially after a heartbreaking loss, like you said, and then the travel day. Come back and shut them out 5-0. It's pretty impressive by the Shadow.
The one thing we've seen from this Michigan Shadow team, they bounce back after a loss, a close loss, a couple of close losses, and they bounce back the next game, and they put it all together. What they need to do is keep stable and steady through the whole game, 3 periods of solid play, I would think. It's always seemed to hurt them a little bit, the Shadow. They have a bad period and give up a few goals.
Yeah, well, you said they jumped out 6-0 last time, and it looks like they kept the pressure on them before, but you're right. They have a tendency to have that little stretch where they get down, don't play a really strong period, and good things don't happen that way.
So let's talk about the new players on the Michigan Shadow. You have a list right there of 4 guys that have made an impact here. Luke Formica, number 14. He's a new guy. In fact, he came over from the Waterford Sharks and played a great game against the Waterford Sharks. I don't know exactly if he's in the lineup tonight, but he's been playing impressive. Another guy that's been playing very impressive is number Tellstrom. You have his number right there.
Number 14, Matthias Tellstrom.
And then Luke Formica is actually, we got 2 14s. What do we got?
Well, we'll get that straightened out. We'll get that one straightened out.
And then the 4th player, actually 2 other players have been added to the Michigan Shadow roster, Dan Manis and Gino Mini.
Yeah, we looked down there during warm-ups, and I think it was Luke and Gino, a couple guys that look about 6'10", 6'11" on skates. So it'll be interesting if they're in the lineup tonight. You won't miss them.
Getting ready here for the players to come out here. Right now the smaller team out there on the ice, the Michigan Shadow mascot making his way across the ice. Let's talk about the standings so far in the MIHL in the north side. The Kings, the Kalakaska Kings, with a 7-1 record. They've got some action tonight against the Detroit Warhawks. That's at the Buffalo Wild Wing Arena. They're in first place there. They'll be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a game here. Pajamas and peanut butter.
That's how I'll be rolling in, Frank.
And then in second place are the 45ers, Alpena, with a 4-4 record. The St. Ignace Saints with a 4-4 record. And pulling up the rear is the Wendengos with a 0-8 record. In the South Division, the Sharks are in first place with a 7-1 record. Shadow right behind them with a 5-3 record. The Voyagers 5-3, but fall in third place due to the head-to-head competition against the Shadow. And the Warhawks are 0-8 in last place. You know, this Warhawk team has played 2 solid games against the Waterford Sharks, so kind of surprising that they didn't get blown out, but play them tough in a couple of games.
Well, we got the youngsters are out there having a bit of fun, I'm sure, with those with the professional players.
So right now the Michigan Shadow are on their blue line, getting ready here for the national anthem.
I think they're doing some team photo with all the kids as well.
All right, Gary, we got some numbers straightened out here. Luke Formica is number 17, and Tellstrom is number 14.
Yeah, I told you I would be able to spot him very easily. He's so tall, so I was able to capture that number real quick.
That's a good eye there, Gary. That's why I put you on the team here.
I appreciate it.
Looks like Alpena finally made the ice. Didn't see them standing on the blue line.
Maybe they're psyching out the other team.
We'll see what they have to bring here tonight. The Michigan Shadow want to come out quick here.
Yeah, I'm sure Alpena's probably thinking the same thing. Let's not get behind too quickly. So, look at the goaltender for the Shadow, number 60.
Well, it's either Sommerfeld or looks like that's our buddy Gibbons, Elijah Gibbons. And there's the face-off, quickly right in front of the Alpena bench, dumped down into their corner there, taken and back into the Shadow end, dished on the far side boards. Oates just wraps that around there. Bounced up to the center ice. Hard time Alpena trying to control that puck. Again, whisked away as Alpena just gets that down into the Shadow end. Cody Oakes now with the puck. Behind his net, Cody Oakes likes to take those long strolls, let that hair flow in the wind. Here he comes again. Cody Oakes, quick shot, saved. Cody Oakes still working around the board. This one out in front. Michael Perry takes a shot. That one's blocked. Back at center ice, Cody Oakes hustling back to get that puck. He's got it again. Quick player changes on both sides. Cody Oakes going to dance with this puck a bit. Here he comes over the blue line, trying to beat 5 guys. He does. Still has controls. Wraps that run around the boards, back out of the Alpena end. Still working that puck around. Osentowski got his stick on that one. right here in front of both benches. This puck is loose. Giving chases Pilette. Pilette can't catch up to that one. Behind the Alpena net, wrapped around with the big stick there, out to the point. Quick shot there by Paul Arnott. That one's blocked out in front. We got delayed penalty, and that one's going to be a penalty against the Shadow.
Looked like a tripping call.
Got a little tangled up there, and number 66, Sean Pilette, is going to go off for 2 minutes. The Shadow was putting on a little bit of pressure there, Gary, and got caught tripping.
Just like a lot of their starts. Cody Oakes again gets out there, does what he does best. He shows off those wheels up and down the ice, making things happen.
When those hair is flowing in the wind, that's when he's at his best. So a one-man advantage here. Power play for Alpena here in the early going, just at the 18-minute mark here, the first period. Try to get cleared out. Nothing happening there. Alpena moving quickly, trying to get over the blue line. They do. They dump it in. Caught again by, blocked out in front right there at the blue line. This one is whisked down to the ice.
Just missed an opportunity for a shorthanded breakaway right there.
Alpena still on the power play for about 1:17 left. They enter the Shadow zone, wrapped along the boards, broken up by the Alpena team. Ryerson tried to get that one out. Still working the puck around Alpena. Quick shot and a save there, gobbled up.
Actually, good power play right there for the 45ers. Moved the puck around, had a couple chances. As well as the Shadow did, actually a couple shorthanded chances there. They just missed on the pass.
Face-off still in the Shadow end. This one cleared along the far side boards and out for the Michigan Shadow. Patrick Smith back to get it for the Alpena 45ers. This one's dished ahead. Nunn picks that one up. There's an offsides.
Just a little too quick getting in the zone.
Looks like John Brackett was a foot over the blue line for the Alpena 45ers. 33 seconds left here in the power play for the 45ers.
See if the Shadow kill this off and get back to full strength.
Big number 72 taking that face-off for the Shadow. This one's cleared down into the Alpena end. A little bit of pressure here. Oh, here's an opportunity right there. Sniped it, he scores!
Looked like Adam Kuhn, possibly.
What a beautiful play. He just got out in front. Adam Kuhn just pickpocketed the Alpena team right there. Put it in the top corner where the peanut butter is stored. And we got a 1-0 lead here for the Shadow.
The defenseman for Alpena just lost his edge, went down, and they took it from him and walked right in and beat Alex Struble, who's in net for the 45ers.
Well, a shorthanded goal for the Shadow right there. And they take a 1-0 lead. They did this up in Alpena, jumped out in front, and they get the early goal. Tried to clear out right now. Here comes.
It's Adam Kuhn again, looking for another chance.
Kuhn with a shot there from top of the circle.
I feel bad for Struble. There's not much he could do on that one. He was left out to dry on that one, and when you got a quick wrist shot like Kuhn does, there's not much you can do.
That wrist shot went up in the top corner. One-on-one, it's tough to defend on that. You got to think you're going to come out of the net, you're going to stay home. It's a quick decision. You have to make that right decision. Michael Perry taking that face-off for the Shadow. Momentarily, the Alpena team have possession. They lose it. This one cross ice. Tellstrom now on the ice for the Shadow. This one's wrapped around the boards. Are not chasing that. Quick feed just over the blue line. In clear. Dumped around. Chased down there by Patrick Smith for Alpena. And they score!
Right in the slot. Milam, I think.
2 quick goals. Some sloppy play by the Alpena 45ers.
Number 6.
We'll give that to Milam. Milam getting a goal here in the early going. And quickly it's 2-0 at the 15-16 mark here of the first period.
Great pass behind the net. Saw him coming right in the slot and just fed it to him, and a perfect shot.
So they have a 2-0 lead here. Alpena dumps it down in the Shadow end. Both teams struggle to get that possession of that puck. Quick wrister there. There's the first save. A quick shot there by Madrowski for Alpena. Kept that on the ice. No problem there for the Shadow to save that. A 2-on-1. There's a late whistle. Opportunity there as Pilette just came a bit offsides on that play.
Almost another spectacular opportunity, a 2-on-1. A late whistle, like you mentioned. They were going in again with just a great opportunity.
Face off right now. Here comes a Shadow just over.
I think that might be Daniel Manis. I'm not sure. We got 40, but that's 48. So
Daniel Manis, a new addition to this Michigan Shadow squad. You'll see some new players out there right now.
We got him and Formica back on D, the two Giants.
Formica, very tall right now, retreating to get that puck for the Shadow. Nice puck relays there. Little 2-on-2 developed there. Quick out in front. Quick shot out in front of the net. Big save there by Strugel to keep this 2-0 for the Shadow.
Vermeesh with a grand opportunity and got stoned.
Here comes the Shadow again. One of the Alpena players blew a tire. Quick wrister there, gloved by Strugel. Keep this a 2-0 game.
Shadow definitely, definitely the more aggressive team to start this game. They are just moving the puck well, jumping on everything, capitalizing on those opportunities where a guy loses an edge or loses the puck, and they're right there.
You can just look at the body language from both teams right now and tell who's winning. Over on the far side boards, the Michigan Shadow trying to move that puck forward. Here's another opportunity right out in front. The big guy, Zolkanich, trying to redirect that one in front. He's done that a few times.
Adam Kuhn right there again, jumping on that puck, and he's had like 3 chances tonight.
Zolkanich looking for the redirection out in front of the net. Here's one, couldn't keep it inside the blue line. A 2-on-1 developing, good back checking by Cody Oakes. Here's a wraparound opportunity for Alpena, nobody home there. Clintworth now with the puck for the Shadow. Cody Oakes is now looking to dance with the puck a bit. Little dipsy doodle move there. Kuhn with the puck, he lost control. There's a shot over the net. No problem there for the Shadow. Alpena will keep possession. Defense moving forward. Goslin, that one's stolen and taken by the Shadow. Not kept inside the blue line. Cody Oakes is going to feed that one over. This one's back to Oakes. Oakes, quick centering, quick pass out to the wing. This one's dished out in front for Rotundi couldn't get a stick on that one. One out to the point, look for a redirection. This one's in the corner. Still hustling out in front. There's a shot going to the top corner. Rotundi buried that one all alone in front of the net to make it 3-0.
The Shadow, again, just too quick to every puck. Just jumping on everything, getting the odd man advantage, being in the right spot just over and over again. And 45ers just look a little slow.
So quickly, 12:26 left to go here in the first period. It's 3-0. The Shadow just having no problems at all with the Alpena 45ers. Back behind the Shadow net. Still danced around there along the boards. Cleared out. Alpena will take possession of this puck. Nunn threw that in for Alpena. Dumped it in behind the net of the Shadow. Little struggle along the boards, taking this puck quickly is Arnott. Paul Arnott loses control. This one's fed over. Tim Schmidt gives chase to that one for the Shadow. Cleared out and down into the Shadow end. Both teams trading players off the bench. Quick, nice move there by the Shadow to move this puck forward. Dump behind Osentowski. Nice pass there. Looking for the wraparound. Nobody there for the Shadow. Here's another opportunity. Scores!
Nice. I think Daniel Mannix jumping in from the D, maybe?
Daniel Manns.
What a move.
They had several opportunities there. Finally, somebody took the puck, and it was Daniel Manns, and he just buried it.
He just walked in tight corners and showed off some stick work. Again, a quick wrist shot.
Alpena has no answers here. 4-0, 11-19 left to go here in the first period. Cody Oakes moves this puck forward up to Pilette. Pilette dancing with that puck. Ryerson trying to get that one. Ryerson pickpockets the Alpena player. He takes a check on the far side boards. Still battling in the corner. Pilette down there for the Shadow. Couple Alpena players battling too. There, Patrick Smith for the Alpena team. Finally, the puck is dug out. Pilette tries to get that one out in front. Quick backhander right there by James Ryerson.
Oh, here
we got some gloves going here. They're going to dance. Nobody really got an opportunity to swing a lot. Everybody got tied up down there.
I know Ryerson's one of them in there, but can't make out who it is from Alpena.
Well, they put a glove in James's face. Nobody touches my beard, James says.
I think it was Patrick Smith, number 7, was back there mixing it up. And
so we'll see what the refs have here on penalties. Alpena losing their temper, down 4-0.
Easy to do when you're down 4-0 in 10 minutes through the first period, halfway through the first. You're being dominated in all aspects. I think Alpena's probably thinking we just need to start playing a little more physical and try to rattle these guys. But the Shadow, I'm not sure you're going to rattle them.
Right now it's offsetting penalties. We're looking at the board. Looks like James Ryerson went to the penalty box for the Shadow. James is in the box on the short bench.
And Patrick Smith for
Patrick Smith,
Alpena.
Defenseman for Alpena. They'll each get 2 minutes here at the 10:35 mark. Rowell will take the face-off for the Shadow right here. Quickly, the Shadow have a 3-on-1 developing. Good getting back there by the 45ers. Cody Oakes is going to let the hair flow right now. Cody Oakes, little dipsy doodle move that couldn't be controlled. and the Alpena 45ers get this puck forward. They try to wrap it around there. Boudreau for the Alpena team. Cody Oakes again up to Rowell. Rowell clears the blue line. He's going to dish it back to the point. Perry over to Oakes. Oakes is going to circle a little bit. He's just going to dance out in front. Pass that one off. There's a save directed into the corner. Back on the near side boards, Alpena struggling to get this puck out, and finally they do. Cody Oakes is going to retrieve that for the Shadow. Kuhn now brings it forward. Quick wrister there off the glass, going a little bit headhunting. Now into the corner. Looks like Perry's throwing his weight around. Zukanich had that big hit. Got the big boy line out there for the Shadow right now. Milam trying to get that puck out. Here comes the Shadow. That one's broken up. Kuhn lost possession. Shadow still bring that puck up. Arnott going along the near side boards. Alpena going to try moving that forward. They do. They clear the blue line on that one. Bordeaux with the puck for the Alpena team. Broken up again. Here comes Cody Oakes. Cody Oakes looking to turn the afterburners on. Pass that is deflected. Broken up by Alpena. Both teams back at full strength. Ryerson throwing his weight around. He's not too happy somebody touched his beard. Here comes, oh, what a beautiful move! Oh, a save there. What a move. He dipsy-doodled it around the defense of Alpena. Just couldn't bury that in the net. Again, here comes a Shadow. There's a quick slapper.
Mateus Tellstrom with the move. The new guy with the move right there just missed a golden opportunity. Then he lets a slap shot go from the blue line.
Struble with the save right there. Alex Struble. Here it is on the replay. Big opportunity there where he undressed the defenseman for that opportunity. Face off down in the Alpena end. Clear it out by Alpena. Alpena just dumps it into the corner. The wild hair guy, number 22 for Alpena, Terry Barlick. Might be the first time we've seen him on the ice. He's got a nice looking beard that flows in the wind. Now the Shadow bringing the puck up. Broken up at center ice. Dump. Cody Oakes just dumps it down in the Alpena end. Alpena getting all kinds of pressure. There's an opportunity to save by Alpena. Kicked out to the side. Struble making a nice save one-on-one there.
Pilette right out in front.
Big save there as Terry Barlick there going in for Alpena down in the Shadow end. 7 minutes left to go here in the first period. Here comes Pilette again. Quick shot there, a wrister. Saved by Alex Struble.
Another odd man rush there, 3-on-2 for the Shadow, just very casually walking in and creating something.
6:52 left to go here in the first period, 4-0. The Shadow in total command here late in the first period.
Yeah, and Alpena's not going to quit. We know that. They're going to keep skating hard, but they're just a bit slower.
.652 to go here. Looks like they'll come out with, the Shadow will come out with Cody Oakes, Mike Perry, Mahornum. Ryerson not on this shift. Vermeesh will be out there on this faceoff. Alpena controls the puck behind the net in the corner, still struggling to get it out. Finally, they feather that out. Across the blue line, taking it in is Vator. Vator, big hit behind the shadow end. Little bit of pressure by the Alpena team as Cody Oakes gets this one out quickly. 2-on-1 developing here. Got Michael Perry as a trailer. Just shot to the outside. Still pressure by the shadow as they wrap it around. Taking target practice as trying to move that puck forward. Now Alpena, Bordeaux, moving that puck forward. Quick wrister on net. No problem there for the shadow to block that and send it into the corner. Cody Oakes now brings the puck up. Look for him to split the defenseman. He's going to try it himself. He loses control of it. You see Cody Oakes. He's just going to wrap around. Nice move by Cody Oakes. Doing magic with that puck as the shadow just danced with that puck, wrapping it around the boards. Kept in by Cody Oakes at the point.
Cody Oakes just teasing him a little bit there, just playing around with the puck and had a couple chances.
The net came loose right there. And face-off will stay down in the Alpena end. Sommerfeld in the nets for the shadow. Hasn't had much action. This will be an icing against Alpena right there.
Yeah, it's been all shadow this first period.
If you're just tuning in, you're watching MIHL hockey from Big Boy Arena. The Michigan Shadow taking on the Alpena 45ers. Oakes have possession. This one shot on. Milam now at the point. Milam takes a wrister. That one's over the net. Pinching is Paul Arnott. This one's tried to get dished out in front, blocked out in front. Still staying on it is Milam for the Shadow as they keep it in. Big guy right there for Micah. Actually, Clintworth is number 16 for the Shadow. Finally, Alpena tried to clear that puck out. No success there. Big hit there. Hit the mountain man, number 22 for Alpena. Here's a 3-on-2 over to the trailer. Milam takes a quick shot there, or not. Another shot out in front. Tim Schmidt had an opportunity. No problem for the Shadow to move this puck around. Dumped down behind Sommerfeld. He won't go out of his net for that. Little bit of pressure there. Number 22 looking to hit somebody like as an old-fashioned hill dumping there. Here's a quick shot out in front. Wrister out in front. A good save by Struble there.
Yeah, Barlick was having a conversation in front of the Shadow bench with somebody from the Shadow.
Maybe you watched him. He was letting his beard flow in the wind and chirping.
I don't think the Shadow player was asking him how long it took to grow that beard.
Asking him what kind of beard wax he uses. Face off down in the Alpena end. Taken by the Shadow. Kept in as they dance this puck around. Tellstrom, number 14 for the Shadow, trying to wrap around there. No success there. Taken by Alpena. 2-on-1 developing over the glove of Sommerfeld. Probably the second shot on net here today by the Alpena 45ers. Late in the first period, 3:13 left to go. Alpena with a quick wrister. Gobbled up there by Sommerfeld in the glove.
Roddy Pearson had a chance on that last rush. It looked like it could have been an odd man rush, but he didn't get any help from his other teammates skating with him. Just kind of left him by himself and took a shot high and wide.
Face-off down in the shadow end. Max Vautour took that for Alpena. Quickly taken by the shadow. Pillette trying to go in there and get one on his own.
Strubl's keeping them in this. It's only 4-0, and as many shots as the Shadow have had, Strubl's done actually a nice job. Some of them he had no chance.
Pillette will take the face-off for the Shadow. Back to Ryerson. Ryerson tried to get that over. Broken up by Alpena. Cody Oakes now with the puck. Cody Oakes going to dipsy-doodle and split a couple of Alpena players. Quickly again down in the Alpena end. Alpena having a hard time just holding on to the puck. Still kept in the Alpena end as the Shadow team just rotating that puck and keeping the pressure on. Again, here's Michael Perry with a quick wrister out in front. Loose puck jabbed in by Ryerson. Ryerson couldn't get his goal there.
Wiley Nunn, broken stick. He's playing without one now. That's not going to help the defense.
He's stickless. This one's out in front to Ryerson. Ryerson couldn't find the handle on that one. Cleared out by Alpena. Cody Oakes will go retreat and get this puck. Quickly up to Pillette. Pillette will forward it to Ryerson. Ryerson let that one loose, and here comes Alpena. Mountain man out for Alpena. Number 22. Cody Oakes just feeds this one forward. Nice play there.
Right back to him.
Cleared along the boards. Cody Oakes again with the puck. Nice move by Cody Oakes. That one dished out in front. Nobody there to hold on to that one for the Shadow. This one just to the outside of the Alpena, and that he wound up with a shot there from the point. As Cody Oakes will retreat and get this puck. Cody Oakes going to just dance with that puck a bit. Fish that one up to Vermeesh. Vermeesh again with the puck. Little sloppy play down in the Shadow end. Here comes Paul Arnott. Arnott head first into the net.
There's going to be a penalty call on tripping right there.
Little pushing and shoving. Paul Arnott. They'll go on the power play. You see it right here. Went to the outside, the defenseman for Alpena, and clipped the Paul Arnott, who was going into the net.
He was going around on Pearson. I got his stick tangled right in his skates, and down he goes.
The penalty box is open, but nobody's coming. Short bench is getting warmed up there. Still waiting for a player. I see the penalty box open. Nobody.
Should be Roddy Pearson, but
two of the refs are discussing this.
Maybe decide to head to the locker room and not sit over there for 30 seconds, which you can't do, but.
Still trying to figure it out. Conference call for the referees. Finally, there's going to be a penalty call. I think they were discussing what penalty they should call. A hooking, tripping.
Multiple choice?
Or it could be hack, whack, and take that. 2 minutes for that. 32 seconds left to go here in the First period, no problems for the Michigan Shadow over the Alpena 45ers.
Well, they got it figured out. Pearson takes his seat in the box.
Rodney Pearson in the box. Michael Perry will take the face-off here for the Shadow. Power play till the end of this period. Quick wrister on Struble. Struble made the save. This one's cleared down to Sommerfeld. Sommerfeld gets it out quickly. One last rush here for the Shadow. Kept in. Nice play there by the Shadow, and that one's broken up by Alpena. This will about do it here for the first period. There's your buzzer. So the Shadow will come back in the second period on the power play for a minute 28. Let's talk about the scorers here. We had 4 goals here, and the Shadow scored all 4 of them. Kuhn, Milam, Rotundi, and Manis. Your thoughts, Gary?
Yeah, Alpena's going to go back in the locker room. Going to have to talk about. They're going to have to tighten up a little bit. They're just sitting back too much and waiting. Shadow's just dictating the entire play, and Alpena's going to have to forecheck a little more and attack because they're just sitting back way too much and letting the Shadow just do what they want.
We'll take a break here on Go Live Sportscast. Be back for the second period with the Michigan Shadow ahead 4-0 over the Alpena 45ers.
Hey guys, I want to thank B&R Sports here in the Troy area for taking care of our Michigan Shadow. Thank you guys for hooking us up top to bottom. We'll see you guys at our home opener. Huge shout out to Bauer Hockey, taking care of our guys. Helmet, visors, gloves, pants, sticks, you name it, they got it. Check them out, BauerHockey.com. Thank you, Big Boy Arena, for letting us call this amazing facility home. Rock on, Frazier. I want to thank Global Synthetic for taking care of our Michigan Shadow this year, from the synthetic towels you've sent us for the guys to be training on to all the other things you do in the community. Thank you from the Michigan Shadow. Huge shout out to Howie's Hockey Tape. One of these days I'll be good enough to get paid to play and they'll supply the tape. Until then, check out howieshockeytape.com for all your saucing needs. Thank you, Jog Athletics, for taking care of our Michigan Shadow. These threads are unbelievable. We'll see you guys this season on the ice. Huge shout out to Lakewind Photography for taking their time out of their day to take care of our program, all the local community stuff we've been doing, dealing with me full time, which I know is a full-time job by itself. Lakewind, huge shout out. Can't wait to see you guys shooting all of our games this year. Huge shout out to Rink Rat Body Wash for taking care of our Michigan Shadow in the locker room after the games. Smells unbelievable. It gets our guys clean. Check them out at Rink Rat.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes.
Make a plan today.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened?
Your friend's not breathing.
She's dead? Please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier.
My daughter Brooklyn was also a motivation for me to go back to school.
It's been so amazing to be able to give our child the life that we kind of pictured us having, even though we didn't really have that.
I've been in foster care my whole life.
He's so strong to just be able to leave that all behind and still be able to take care of his daughter and be a good husband.
Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone.
We've been through so much in our life, and he never used that as an excuse, but as motivation to do better.
I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Thank you, Champions Health Club, for joining us in this adventure as we start our inaugural season for the Michigan Shadow. We'll see you at your gym here soon. One of my absolute favorite, top cheese, stick wax, looks like cheese. This is my go-to scent. It's the original fresh linen, unbelievable. I actually put it in my stall as well, so I walk up and hang out. Oh, our fancy lights are turning off. When I walk in, I know my stall is gonna be smelling unbelievable. I'm sitting on the bench or enjoying some penalty time in the box. This is what you want on your scent. Huge shout out to the Royal Oak Leprechauns. Thank you for having my captains and I out to throw the first pitch. Incredible experience for local Detroit areas. There goes our light fixture. Gotta pay the bills, looks like. Check out Royal Oak Leprechauns, local, amazing baseball, bunch of D1 athletes heading off to play pro ball. Just thank you, Royal Oak, for taking care of us that night. Thank you, Noble Mark Financial, for sponsoring our Michigan Shadow this year. We're excited to see you at our home opener November 1st. Thank you, Pool Guys, for sponsoring us this season over at the Michigan Shadow. For those out there watching, check them out. They'll take care of everything. Install, maintenance, making your backyard beautiful. Pool Guys, we'll see you soon. Smoky Joe's, everybody's favorite party store to get the party started. Check them out, 16841 14 Mile and Garfield. We will see you there. Big banners hanging on the side of the building. Can't miss it right across from the Frazier Fair. Huge shout out to Pegasus Awakening for hooking us up with their smelling salts. As you guys know, wow, we're crying now. We opened this container over 8 months ago. It's seen over 100 hockey games across multiple locker rooms. Unbelievable stuff. Check them out. Pegasus Awakening. My eyes are, you can't tell right now, my eyes are watering.
Go Live Sportscast.
Hey guys, I want to thank B&R Sports here in the Detroit area for taking care of our Michigan Shadow. Thank you guys for hooking us up top to bottom. We'll see you guys at our home opener. Huge shout out to Bauer Hockey, taking care of our guys. Helmet, visors, gloves, pants, sticks, you name it, they got it. Check them out, BauerHockey.com. Thank you, Big Boy Arena, for letting us call this amazing facility home. Rock on, Frazier. I want to thank Global Synthetic for taking care of our Michigan Shadow this year, from the synthetic tiles you've sent us for the guys to be training on, to all the other things you do in the community. Thank you from the Michigan Shadow. Huge shout out to Howie's Hockey Tape. One of these days I'll be good enough to get paid to play and they'll supply the tape. Until then, check out howieshockeytape.com for all your saucing needs. Thank you, Jog Athletics, for taking care of our Michigan Shadow. These threads are unbelievable. We'll see you guys this season on the ice. Huge shout out to Lakeland Photography for taking their time out of their day to take care of our program, all the local community stuff we've been doing, dealing with me full time, which I know is a full-time job by itself. Lakeland, huge shout out. Can't wait to see you guys shooting all of our games this year. Huge shout out to Rink Rat Body Wash for taking care of our Michigan Shadow in the locker room after the games. Smells unbelievable. It gets our guys clean. Check them out at Rink Rat.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
Luke!
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. My daughter Brooklyn was also a motivation for me to go back to school.
It's been so amazing to be able to give our child the life that we kind of pictured us having, even though we didn't really have that.
I've been in foster care my whole life.
He's so strong to just be able to leave that all behind and still be able to take care of his daughter and be a good husband.
Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone.
We've been through so much in our life, and he never used that as an excuse, but as motivation to do better.
I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Thank you, Champions Health Club, for joining us in this adventure as we start our inaugural season for the Michigan Shadow. We'll see you at your gym here soon. One of my absolute favorite top cheese, stick wax, looks like cheese. This is my go-to scent. It's the original fresh linen, unbelievable. I actually put it in my stall as well, so I walk up and hang out. Oh, our fancy lights are turning off. When I walk in I know my stall is going to be smelling unbelievable. I'm sitting on the bench or enjoying some penalty time in the box. This is what you want on your set. Huge shout out to the Royal Oak Leprechauns. Thank you for having my captains and I out to throw the first pitch. Incredible experience for local Detroit areas. There goes our light fixture. Gotta pay the bills, looks like. Check out Royal Oak Leprechauns, local, amazing baseball, bunch of D1 athletes heading off to play pro ball. Just thank you, Royal Oak, for taking care of us that night. Thank you, Noble Mark Financial, for sponsoring our Michigan Shadow this year. We're excited to see you at our home opener November 1st. Thank you, Pool Guys, for sponsoring us this season over at the Michigan Shadow. For those out there watching, check them out. They'll take care of everything. Install, maintenance, making your backyard beautiful. Pool Guys, we'll see you soon. Smoky Joe's, everybody's favorite party store to get the party started. Check them out, 16841 14 Mile and Garfield. We will see you there. Big banners hanging on the side of the building. Can't miss it, right across from the Fraser Fair. Huge shout out to Pegasus Awakening for hooking us up with their smelling salts. Did you guys know? Wow. We're crying now. We opened this container over 8 months ago. It's seen over 100 hockey games across multiple locker rooms. Unbelievable stuff. Check them out. Pegasus Awakening. My eyes, you can't tell right now, my eyes are watering.
Go Live Sportscast.
Back here on Go Live Sportscast from Big Boy Arena in Fraser, Michigan. I am Frank along with Gary. Gary, 4-0 here after the first period. Alpena's going to have to come out with something.
Yeah, let's hope they made some adjustments in the locker room. But Alex Struble definitely, he kept it close. 4-0, it could be about 8-0 or more. But he made some outstanding saves. Sommerfeld didn't face a whole lot of shots. So I think just defensively, Alpena's got to tighten some things up defensively, and maybe they'll generate some offense off of their defense.
Well, Alpena definitely has to get a goal here. This game can get real ugly here quick here going into the second period. The Shadow will be on the power play as we're waiting for the remaining time to be put back on the scoreboard. Ahead 4-0. Team switch ends here. Big game tomorrow morning as the Kalakaska Kings come in here. So they come in with a 7-1 record. The Shadow was up in Kalakaska in November and lost to them 7-4. If you're up tomorrow morning, that's going to be a dandy one right here on Go Live Sportscast at 10 a.m.
Yeah, that should be a really close game tomorrow. Hopefully the Shadow come out and get some revenge.
A couple other games going on actually 3 other games in the MIHL tonight. We have no scoring update so far.
Well, there they go with a minute 28 left on the power play. Just back on the board.
Number 88 had that penalty late in the period. Rodney Pearson got that penalty. It's coming out for the Shadow, Rotundi. Tim Schmidt will be on point. Oakes Looks like Schmidt's going back to the bench. Michael Perry will come out for that.
Everybody on the shadow wants to be out there in the power play.
Kuhn on the wing here as we're underway here in the second period. Man advantage for a minute 21 here for the shadow. Cody Oaks fishes this one up quickly. They break the blue line. Rotate it behind the net. Tried to dance that one on his stick. They're going to go out to Cody Oaks on the blue line from the point. A little back and forth. They'll work it to the outside again. Cody Oaks on the point looking for a one-timer. That didn't happen. Cody Oaks finally wrists that one to the net. Gobbled up by Struble. No problem, no traffic in front. Still 51 seconds left to go here in the power play.
30 seconds of that power play to start off in their zone, but not really much to show for it.
Perry will take the face off for this one's cleared out by Alpena all the way down to Sommerfeld. Sommerfeld will leave that behind the net. Ryersey tried to get that up to Perry. They still have possession over to Ryersey. Ryersey dumps that behind the net. Still along the near side boards. Players rotate, try to get that back to Perry. A little bit too much juice on that one.
Looked like they moved Oaks up to forward on this power play, and they got Ryersey and Perry or Schmidt back on D.
Cody Oaks over to Ryersey. Ryersey, quick wrister, gobbled up by the glove of Struble. Alex Struble. No problem for him, and both teams back at full strength here.
Well, let's see if that gives a little momentum to Alpena killing off the penalty to start the second period and not allowing that fifth goal.
Face-off still down in the 45ers end. Both teams full strength. 18:30 left to go here in the second period. Glad to have you along here in MIHL hockey here at the Big Boy Arena. This one's rotated along the boards. Cleared out. Milam now with the puck. He fishes it back down in Alpena's end. Still haven't cleared it out, Alpena. Trying to get a handle on that one. Alpena just whisks that along the boards. Finally over the blue line. Alpena tried to break with that one. Nothing happening there. They'll take control of that puck. Vatora whisks that around the boards. Taken again by the Shadow. Quick wrister by Paul Arnott from the blue line. Finally cleared out by John Bracken for Alpena. This one's dumped down in Alpena's corner again. Not cleared out, pinched in at the blue line. Milam throws that one back into the corner, wrapped around the net. Finally a big hit behind the net. Talbot took that hit for Alpena. Little traffic out in front of the net again. The Shadow had possession of the puck. Cody Oaks just throwing that on net. Whisked away by Alpena into the corner. Patrick Smith for Alpena trying to get a stick on that one. No problem there. Talbot still having a hard time. They score.
That was deflected by Bjornholm right in front. Got a stick down. He was calling for it. He was tapping the stick, and he got a piece of that one. He's letting the ref know, too.
Here it is on the replay. Just inside the blue line.
He's pointing right away over to the referee to let him know I tipped that in. He was calling for it. Bjornholm had a great shift that entire time out there. He was in front of the net. He had a couple deflections just wide. Along the boards, he kept one in, kept it deep behind the net, and then it paid off.
Good play there by the Shadow team. Just kept on working. Alpena having a hard time keeping them out of their end. Dumped down in the Alpena end. Zolkanich again out in front. Finally, Alpena clears their end. Dumped down into the shadow end, Roddy Pearson.
Zolkanich with a two-hander there. That's
a hack, a whack, and a take that.
Yeah, he didn't take too. Pearson didn't take too kindly to that one.
Here comes the shadow now. Nice moves to get behind 3 Alpena players. Another move, lost possession of that one. Battle along the far side boards. Terry Barlick there for Mountain Man for Alpena. Finally, they clear it out.
Icing on the 45ers.
Alpena looking very tired right now on this shift. Looking to get some fresh bodies out there. Both teams bringing out some new bodies. Cody Oakes looks fresh as a daisy. Cody Oakes and Mike Perry on the blue line. Why not try everything today? Perry now has the puck. Trying to get that one out in front, broken up. Tellstrom around the back of the net. Loops around. Perry goes into the corner. This one's dished out in front for Milam. Milam couldn't get a stick on that one.
He tried to kick it too. Another icing.
Alpena has no answers right now.
Yeah, and they can't change because they iced it again. They got to stay out there. So they're an exhausted group and still on the ice.
5-0, 15-17 to go here in the second period. Finally, Alpena gets the puck. Rodney Pearson bringing that one up. Player changes on the Alpena side. Fresh bodies come off. Here comes Cody Oakes. Cody Oakes looking to spin back. He does. Trying to get that over to quick wrister there. He scores! Nice shot there. Cody Oakes just danced that puck over.
Threw it across and a nice, quick, easy wrist shot. Struble he must not have seen it, but there's number 27.
Osentowski got that big goal there. No problem at 6-0.
Well, it's not the start Alpena wanted, that's for sure. They killed off that penalty, and now they've given up 2 goals. Sommerfeld with a nice save, a kick save right there.
Sommerfeld, not much action here today. Cody Oakes now. Cody Oakes, he starts at one end, usually goes up the other. Ryerson with a quick shot there. Here comes Alpena. They get trapped at that end.
It's a giveaway.
Giveaway by Alpena. Pilette couldn't hang on to that puck. Finally, Cody Oakes is going to take control. Gets it over to Ryerson. Ryerson dished that one over. Couldn't find a handle on that shot. Alpena, player just got dumped over in front of the ref. Bodies starting to hit each other right now. Here with the Shadow with a 6-0 lead. Little frustration growing. Here's an opportunity again.
Oh, Roel. That's 2 chances on that last couple plays there Roel had, and just couldn't get the full stick on it.
Cody Oakes just dished that one over. Couldn't find a handle, get any juice on that shot, leaving it 6-0.
Another golden opportunity and just fanned on it a little bit.
So, Gary, next goal is big, right?
Next goal is huge. You're talking 6-1 or 7-0. That's a big deal, Frank.
All right, the puck is still down in Alpena's end. Try to be cleared out here.
Worst lead in hockey is 7 goals.
They're still in it. There's a shot quickly on Struble. Struble gobbles that one up. I think we saw it against the Warhawks where the goalie was getting so many goals, letting them in, he pulled himself.
I think you're right.
Have you ever seen that where a goalie just says, I've had enough.
Enough's enough, yep.
Rowell on the face-off for the Shadow. Rowell is going to wrap that one around the boards. Over to Paul Arnott. Rowell, an off-angle shot. Still the Shadow just cycling that puck around. Quick wrister there. Nothing happening.
Another shot, another save. Every time I watch this play, Rowell had a great shift right there just before that. Bjornholm on that goal. Feel like they're just spreading the wealth. All these different goal scorers and guys out there, every time we turn around, somebody new doing something.
Zolkanich taking the face-off for the Shadow. Kept in, dished out in front. Quick backhander by Zolkanich.
He had an open net.
Zach tried the backhander on that one. Just couldn't get that puck up. Quickly again, here comes the Shadow. No problem getting that over the blue line. Dished out in front, nobody there for the Shadow. Finally, Alpena gets a stick on it, giving it a chase for Alpena is Schmidt. Anthony Thompson for the Alpena 45ers. Backtracking, here's another opportunity. 2-on-2 right up in front. Went across the crease. There's another quick wrister. Little bit of target practice here for the Michigan Shadow. This one's kept in. Or not. Quick shot out in front. Nobody there. Or not. Couldn't get a stick on that one. This one's dumped out to center ice. Traffic jam right in front of the Shadow bench. Kept in by the Shadow. Rotundi had that puck. Little pushing and shoving right there in front of the net.
Your favorite, there's the two bearded guys are out there, so.
You don't want to get poke checked by a beard.
I think that was Wiley Nunn. He was pushing and shoving in front.
Number 77, Wiley Nunn. Just stick him in front of the net. He'll block some shots.
He's got extra protection up in his face, too, with that beard. So,
face-off down in the far corner. This one's still the Shadow just taking their time. Quick shot there by Rotundi. That one's deflected over into the glass. Rotundi again tried to get that shot off. Got pickpocketed by the Alpena player. Down into the corner. Rotundi in the corner against Wiley Nunn. Finally, Alpena clears that puck.
There goes a 2-on-1.
2-on-1 developed, broken up. Good defensive play by the Shadow there. Kept in by Alpena. Alpena risks that one on net. No harm done there. Cody Oakes finally gets that puck up. Quickly over the blue line. Opportunity there. Deflected into the Tellstrom. Got the shot there.
That's a nice save. I think right under his arm with that one. I don't know if he knew he had it. That might have been the best.
Right there.
And that might have been the best shift Alpena's had in a while right there. They had a chance at a 2-on-1, and they had a little forecheck and kept it down in the zone for about 10 seconds.
Got to capitalize on the limited opportunities you get. Another face-off down in the Alpena end here. Taken by Alpena, number 7. Patrick Smith brings that up. Broken up right there. Here comes the Shadow again. Got some metal there. You can hear that twang all the way up here. Metal prices are up right now at the junkyard.
There's a Pilat with a nice shot there, and he had the goalie beat, but his friend the post helped him out.
Face off in the far corner of the Alpena end. This one's along the boards. Goes all the way over to the other side of the boards, cleared out, or tried to be cleared out by Alpena. Shadow just having their way, just playing, whisking that puck around and being at every opportunity so far. Osentowski right behind the net. Try to get in on that play. 9:57 left to go here in the second period. 6-0 Alpena. Definitely having their problems here, or we can just say the Shadow is just playing a heck of a game.
Shadow is playing a heck of a game, and Alpena's just not covering up that slot in front of the goaltender. They've been leaving it open for a period and a half now, and anytime the Shadow wants, they're going right down the middle, and they're getting the puck right there. Golden opportunity every single time.
Let's see, we have Kuhn, Milam, Rotundi, Manis, Osentowski,
and Bjornholm.
All 6 different scorers, well distributed around the Shadow team here with a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, Alpena's looking around and like, who do we cover? Who do we cover up? No, you can't just look at one guy who's hot or 2 guys that are hot. They're all involved.
James Ryerson out there on this face-off as they get set here, getting both teams in the timeout right now. Also, the Shadow will have Mike Perry out there.
Him and Roddy Pearson having a conversation at center ice.
What could they be talking about right now?
I think they're talking about Christmas, getting ready for the season.
What kind of eggnog you like?
Right, right. How much did you spend on my gift?
We saw Michael Perry against the Warhawks just pull that sweater over the head of his opponent, made him look like a ghost on Halloween. I think they didn't know they were fooling around with Michael Perry. He's a big boy.
Yeah, maybe Perry was giving him a warning or reminding him what he did.
Ryerson, quick shot, gobbled up into the pads of Struble.
Right there again, the same spot.
Ryerson with a quick wrister there off the faceoff. Still down in the Alpena end. Another faceoff behind the puck is behind and wrapped around the boards. Alpena finally clears it out. A sarcastic cheer for the Alpena team.
Can we count that as a save for Sommerfeld? Maybe his third?
Again, the puck down in the Alpena end, just clearing the blue line. That one does clear out. Cody Oakes giving chase here. Still some hustle left in the Alpena team. Cody Oakes is on the ice. Here they come again. Quickly taking that break. Pilette, shot on net. Broken up. Perry now wraps that puck around inside the blue line. Tried to dish that one over. Broken up. Here's a quick shot in front by Pilette. Pilette, that got deflected behind the net again. Cody Oakes. Cody Oakes going to dance with that puck a little bit. Over to his buddy James Ryerson. Again, they keep that puck around in the Alpena end. That one's just deflected behind the net. Here's Perry. Perry feels like skating today. All the way out. Quick shot on net. He dished that over to Pilette. Pilette took that wrister and gobbled up by Struble.
Yeah, right there they had Ryerson going right down the slot. He was the first guy. And then following up was the defenseman just right behind him, and they just find somebody else. Alpena's got to be looking around with their heads going, how many guys do they have out here?
James Ryerson just went down the tunnel, maybe to get a couple of cupcakes or something. He's off. Hopefully he didn't get injured. Here's Cody Oakes. He'll dump it down in Alpena's end. Quickly, they still have possession. Shot on net, saved by Struble. This one's dished around. Quick shot again on net. Struble makes the save. Alpena almost had possession of that puck. Terry Barlek tried to get a stick on that one. Here they come again. Hornum. Down in the far corner, big 77 for the Alpena. Wiley Nunn finally gets that puck forward.
The speed is just the difference, the shadow. I mean, you saw Terry Barlek had that one out of the zone, and
nice move there by Rowell. Rowell still holding on to that puck. Some glue on his stick. Finally cleared out by Alpena. Milam bringing that puck forward. Up to Zach. Double Z takes a shot. Perry throwing his body around out there. This one out to the point. Milam with a shot. That's blocked on that shot. Still rotating that puck around. Finally, Alpena clears this one out.
They were going to take that icing. Sommerfeld came out and played it, and so let's just keep the play alive.
Right at center ice, Alpena just fishes that one back over into the end of the shadow. Paul Arnott now with the puck. Tried to clear it out. Traffic jam over on the near side boards. Finally, Paul Arnott does get that one out. This one's passed forward to Double Z. Double Z looking to get off. He does. Formica comes on for the shadow. Battle over in the far side corner. Finally, they do get the puck to shadow. Out to Formica. Formica couldn't get his stick and enough juice on that shot. Here's another shot out in front. Kuhn looking to eat some more goals.
I think that was Schmidt out in front to deflect it high and up into the net. But again, most of this play, this entire period, Frank, has been down in the 45er zone. It's been down in their end for all but maybe 10 seconds.
5:49 left to go here in the second period. Alpena just struggling to get that puck out.
A couple times they had the icing. Like I said, Sommerfeld came out and played it just to keep the play alive.
Formica with a shot right there. Luke Formica, big, tall, lanky, playing defense right now. Nice move there. Dish that over to Oakes. Oakes, what a move. Oakes looking to dipsy doodle it. Went behind the net. Formica again on the blue line. Here he comes. Dishes that one back out to the point. Nice move there. Head hunting season right there. Shot by the shadow into the corner behind the net. Looking to do a Michigan goal.
Yeah, you saw him trying to pick that thing up.
Here's Formica, loose puck, he scores! Formica made the first shot. Loose rebound out in front. And the Shadows score again.
Yeah, the first save and then the rebound. Put back in by number 12.
Tim Schmidt getting his first goal. Everybody's going to get a goal.
Spreading the wealth. Formica with a great shift, kept it in. First shot was saved, but he got the rebound. Schmidt.
James Ryerson is back on the ice, playing a little wing position now.
He's going to have a chance.
Here it is. Oh! Struble made the save. He didn't even know he made it. Ryerson going in all alone. Struble found a surprise in his glove off his pads. Osentowski wrapping around the net right there. Tried to get it out in front. Michael Perry dancing around with the puck. Ryerson dumps it in. Michael Perry showing some nice moves there. Ryerson takes a shot over the head of Struble. This one's kept in. Perry at the point. He'll take a wrister, blocked by the pad there. Struble made the save on that one. Finally cleared out. Cody Oakes moves that puck forward. Vermeesh. Quick wrister from an off angle.
There it is.
Well, Zentowski right there, he score.
Yeah, another one.
So that one goes to.
That was Bjornholm again, I think, on the goal.
Yep, that was him, number
10, I think. Yep. Right in the slot.
No problem. I'll score too.
Bjornholm with his second goal, and
we got an 8-0 game here.
See, it was that 7th goal, like you said, the next goal. Now.
Yep. Again, right off the faceoff, here comes Alpena. They just whisk that down into the shadow end. Right at center ice. Alpena trying to move that puck forward. They're having a hard time controlling that puck. Anthony Thompson for Alpena. Nice move there. Broken up by the shadow. Still dancing with the puck. Here they come again. Looking for the trailer. Backhander there. Vermeesh tried to get one in.
They had a 2-on-1 easy opportunity. Tried to make it a little cute and drop it to the third man coming in, but.
Looking for the trailer with not enough juice on that one. Big guy, number 16, out on the ice for the Shadow, number 16. Michael Clintworth. Big, lanky guy there up on the face-off. Alpena battling in the corner. Still trying to get this puck out of their end.
There's Clintman right there.
Clintworth kind of surprised by the puck being on a stick there. Finally, Alpena thought they cleared it out, blocked at the point. Kept in by the Shadow, loose puck out in front, and they score.
Zolkanich, I think, got that one.
We'll give that the double Z on that one.
Puck came right to him and said, oh, look what I got. I might as well shoot it.
Loose rebound out in front. Kept in at the point. You see the shot out in front.
Bounced right to him.
So let's add him on the score sheet here.
You're going to run out of room there, Frank, on your paper.
Either that or run out of ink, one of the two. All right, still going here. Wiley Nunn over on the far side boards trying to make something happen for Alpena. Here comes a blue attire there, the Shadow.
Oh, they're calling it. I thought they were going to let that one go 9-0, but you got a trip.
Looks like it's going to go once against one of the bearded players on Alpena.
Yeah, Wiley Nunn with that trip.
Wiley Nunn. He'll go sit on the short bench.
I thought you were going to pull out the Wiley Coyote or something.
No. I got enough to make fun of.
I was waiting for it. I've been waiting for it, Frank.
So power play here for the Shadow.
Can we say this could be a huge kill to end the period if they can kill this penalty off?
There's a quick shot over by Cody Oakes. Paul Arnott fed that one off. Nice move there. Rotundi kept possession of it. Kept in.
That Kuhn in the slot.
Still rotating that puck. Little 5-on-4 power play action right now for the Shadow. Arnott now with the puck. This one out in front. There's a pile up.
It's in. I don't know who they're giving it to, but it's in.
Just look like a little garbage picking out in front. We'll give that one to.
Oh, Tellstrom.
Give one to Tellstrom. Why not? Everybody eats today.
Kuhn was out behind him looking for some scraps, but Tellstrom got it. And
10-0. The mercy rule is not in effect yet.
There go the shadow again.
Ryerson taking that quick wrister. James just crossing the blue line, letting that thing go. Minute 23 left to go here in the second period. May I say the Shadow are in control?
You could say that, yeah.
Here they come again.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Pilet. Finally, Alpena grabs that puck. Oh, beautiful hip check over on the far side boards, a double check. Trying to bring out the physical game. Oh, good collision there. 4-on-2 here. Oh, some pipe there. Prices of metal are still going up. Still rotating that puck. Good move by, looks like that's Nick Williams.
I think I've said it a few times, right in the slot. Another goal.
Who got that one?
I think it was Pilet.
Well, why not? Why not give Pilet a goal? Here it is on the replay.
He just floats right in the middle, 66 right there, and nobody covered him.
Sean Pilet got that goal, so everybody getting a goal here.
You think they'll give us one?
We'll get at least an assist up here, don't you? 11-0, 30 seconds or less.
Oh, there's a chance.
Shot there by Alpena. Alpena trying to get something going here late in the second period.
Max Vautour right there says, hey, maybe I'll try the slot here and see if I can get something.
Alpena trying to get on the board here late in the second period. Isn't going to happen as this period's going to run out. Sommerfeld just going to have to hit the salt or something.
That's only about his
Smelling
fifth or
salt,
sixth
you
save.
fall down and fall asleep. Need an old man's nap down there.
Right? Maybe the goalies will just switch sides after the period and Struble will go get some rest. Sommerfeld may say he wants some work.
Sommerfeld doing a few stretches on his way off. Let's go over the goal scorers before we break here.
We got enough time?
Pilet, Tellstrom. The double Z, Zach. Tim Schmidt. Osentowski.
And Bjornholm had two, right?
Right. Manis, Rotundi, Milam, and Kuhn. I think we're up there.
I think that's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Look at us.
Look at it. Hey.
We can do math. We got plenty of fingers and toes, and we got it.
We got it. All right, so we'll take a break here on Go Live Sportscast with the Shadow in charge here. 11-0 over the Alpena 45ers.
Hey guys, I want to thank B&R Sports here in the Troy area for taking care of our Michigan Shadow. Thank you guys for hooking us up top to bottom. We'll see you guys at our home opener. Huge shout out to Bauer Hockey, taking care of our guys. Helmet, visors, gloves, pants, sticks, you name it, they got it. Check them out, BauerHockey.com. Thank you, Big Boy Arena, for letting us call this amazing facility home. Rock on, Fraser. I want to thank Global Synthetic for taking care of our Michigan Shadow this year, from the synthetic towels you've sent us for the guys to be training on to all the other things you do in the community. Thank you from the Michigan Shadow. Huge shout out to Howie's Hockey Tape. One of these days I'll be good enough to get paid to play and they'll supply the tape. Until then, check out howieshockeytape.com for all your saucing needs. Thank you, Jog Athletics, for taking care of our Michigan Shadow. These threads are unbelievable. We'll see you guys this season on the ice. Huge shout out to Lakeland Photography for taking their time out of their day to take care of our program, all the local community stuff we've been doing, dealing with me full time, which I know is a full-time job by itself. Lakeland, huge shout out. Can't wait to see you guys shooting all of our games this year. Huge shout out to Rink Rat Body Wash for taking care of our Michigan Shadow in the locker room after the games. Smells unbelievable, gets our guys clean. Check them out at Rink Rat.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes.
Make a plan today.
Luke.
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. My daughter Brooklyn was also a motivation for me to go back to school.
It's been so amazing to be able to give our child the life that we kind of pictured us having, even though we didn't really have that.
I've been in foster care my whole life.
He's so strong to just be able to leave that all behind and still be able to take care of his daughter and be a good husband.
Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone.
We've been through so much in our life, and he never used that as an excuse, but as motivation to do better.
I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the pineapple.
Nope. I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope. I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Thank you, Champions Health Club, for joining us in this adventure as we start our inaugural season for the Michigan Shadow. We'll see you at your gym here soon. One of my absolute favorite, top cheese, stick wax, looks like cheese. This is my go-to scent. It's the original fresh linen, unbelievable. I actually put it in my stall as well, so I walk up and hang out. Oh, our fancy lights are turning off. When I walk in, I know my stall is gonna be smelling unbelievable. I'm sitting on the bench or enjoying some penalty time in the box. This is what you want on your scent. Huge shout out to the Royal Oak Leprechauns. Thank you for having my captains and I out to throw the first pitch. Incredible experience for local Detroit areas. There goes our light fixture. Gotta pay the bills, looks like. Check out Royal Oak Leprechauns, local, amazing baseball, bunch of D1 athletes heading off to play pro ball. Just thank you, Royal Oak, for taking care of us that night. Thank you, Noble Mark Financial, for sponsoring our Michigan Shadow this year. We're excited to see you at our home opener November 1st. Thank you, Pool Guys, for sponsoring us this season over at the Michigan Shadow. For those out there watching, check them out. They'll take care of everything. Install, maintenance, making your backyard beautiful. Pool Guys, we'll see you soon. Smoky Joe's, everybody's favorite party store to get the party started. Check them out, 16841 14 Mile and Garfield. We will see you there. Big banners hanging on the side of the building. Can't miss it right across from the Fraser Fair. Huge shout out to Pegasus Awakening for hooking us up with their smelling salts. Did you guys know, wow, we're crying now. We opened this container over 8 months ago. It's seen over 100 hockey games across multiple locker rooms. Unbelievable stuff. Check them out. Pegasus Awakening. My eyes, you can't tell right now, my eyes are watering.
Go Live Sportscast.
Back here live at Big Boy Arena as we start the third period with the Shadow ahead 11-0 over Alpena 45ers. New goalie in net there for the Shadow. Nick Kaiser seeing his first playing time of the year with the Michigan Shadow. Alpena down in their end, quickly taken by the Shadow, now broken up. Here comes Alpena dancing with that puck. Anthony Thompson for the 45ers, he loses control of it. Tim Schmidt behind the net, wrapped that one around. Cody Oakes moving that puck forward, up to Rotundi. Rotundi, quick wrister there. Going upstairs. Cody Oakes looking to dance with the puck. He feathers it back. Whips it around. Another move there. Cody Oakes got that puck on a string right now. Throw that one out in front, looking for a redirection by Tim Schmidt.
We've got a new goalie for the 45ers as well. Looks like Jake Stewart. Struebel's had enough shots on net, so he's going to get a little break this period, and Jake Stewart gets to face the barrage of Shadow shots on net.
So Jay Stewart now in nets, as Gary said. See what he brings. There's a quick shot by Pilet. Pilet just letting that wrister go here, point blank. Knocked down again by, finally broken up. Alpena trying to move that puck forward. Giving chase for Alpena was Bracken. No luck for Bracken as the Shadow just take that puck back away. Little give and go there. Arnott now crosses the blue line into the corner. Fishes that one out in front. Quick wrister there. Target practice here as Pilet just took a shot. Went high off the glass. Still kept in by the Shadow. Finally cleared out. Giving chase for the Alpena team. It's an icing.
I don't suspect that the Shadow, that's 11-0, but these guys are professionals. The Shadow's definitely not going to let up. And Alpena's, they just got to hang around. They got to do something here.
Rowell will take the face-off for the Shadow right here. Theo Rowell taking that face-off. Finally, Alpena clears it all the way down to Kaiser. Picked up there by the Shadow. Across the blue line, trying to get that over to Formica. He'll take it in himself. Big traffic jam in front of the net. Alpena kept that out of the net. Finally cleared it out to the bearded wonder. Here he comes, Terry Barlick. Oh, big hit right there behind the boards.
Daniel Mann's laying the body on the big bearded fella.
Here comes the Shadow again for Micah. Actually, that was Nick Williams.
It's like Rowell just fanned on that one.
Shot blocked by Alpena. Kept in there by Michael Perry. Michael Perry just takes a shot. That's saved by Stewart. 14 for Alpena. Gets dumped behind the glass. Doobie. Eric Doobie. Another quick wrister there, just to the outside. Vermeesh let one go. Shadow rotating that puck. You heard it hit the pads of Stewart. Coming out of the net, Kaiser.
Dangerous play.
Fans loving Kaiser coming out of the nets.
Dangerous play, but he got away with it.
Clintworth dazzling with the puck there, cleared off into the corner. Alpena finally gets possession of that puck. Eric Doobie again. Here's a 2-on-1 to score!
Number 25.
See if that's one of the Doobie brothers. No, Nick Mastrowski.
It's a nice 2-on-1, and they waited till the last second, made the nice pass over to Nick, and he buried it. Only about the 6 or 7 shot on goal.
So the shutout is broken. Nick Kaiser's going to get blamed for that one. He's going to hear it in the locker room. 11-1. There's an opportunity right there for the Big Z. Big Z is going to skirt around with that puck. Rotate it out front. There's another shot.
That's
and they
it.
scored.
He made that play happen. He passed it off to the wing, went behind the net, and he circled back around out in front of the goaltender and got the return pass. You see it here.
So that's a second goal by Zach Zukanich. Here comes Alpena, shot on Kaiser. Kaiser just gloved it and let it loose right there.
Oh, big hit.
Big hit on the far side boards.
16's still trying to figure out where he's at. He's heading right to the bench there, Frank.
Holding his side. Got a little physical there. Here comes the Alpena team again, broken up right at center ice. John Bracken trying to bring that in for Alpena. Shadow move that puck forward quickly. That one, a shot on net, cleared off behind the net. Another quick shot out in front by Tim Schmidt. Little target practice right now out front. And finally, Stewart just smothers that puck.
Well, the Shadow gave up that first goal finally, and within less than a minute, they came right back and got it back for that 11-goal lead.
Got a little mad about giving up a goal, possibly. Face off there to the point. Quick shot, deflected off to the side of the net in the corner. Shadow's going to dish that one out in front. Quick wrister there by Clintworth. Cleared away by Stewart. Back to the point again. Are not rotated at around.
Oh,
quick
what a
shot
save.
there. What a beautiful save by Stewart.
That was heading right in the left side of the net. He dove right across and made a big save.
Even Rotundi congratulated the goalie on a nice save.
And sometimes you just got to tip the cap to the goaltender. Tip your cap to the other team and making a great play, great save.
Back down into the shadow end. This one's deflected over the Alpena blue line, deflected back out into the neutral zone. Quick pass forward. Pilette dancing with the puck. Puts on a hit.
16 again, hitting the ice, getting hit.
Getting thrown around like a rag doll. Here's a quick shot from inside the blue line. That one's dished aside. Quick one-timer there. Gobbled up by Stewart. Puck still loose. Finally deflected into Stewart's glove.
Another golden opportunity there, and for the Shadow, a couple chances, a couple good saves. Bjornholm's out there looking for his hat trick if he can get one.
Let's talk about some upcoming games. Tomorrow morning, a big game against the Kalakaska Kings. Remember, if you're coming down here, it starts at 10 a.m. Or if you're tuning in and watching here live on Go Live Sportscast. There's a shot by the Shadow, broken up by Alpena, coming quick, putting on the afterburners. Anthony Thompson for the Alpena team. Talking about the schedule, the home schedule, come on down to Big Boy Arena. Big game tomorrow morning against the Kalakaska Kings. First place in the North Division. But next Saturday is a big game as the Voyagers defending champs come to town December 20th at 7:15 p.m. A lot of big games coming up. And then after that, January 10th, the Waterford Sharks come back here to Big Boy Arena. A lot of competitive top teams coming in to Big Boy Arena here after tonight.
Yeah, they get this victory here, the Shadow, and then it's going to be a little tough sledding going forward here.
Yeah, you're going to have some good games here. Tomorrow morning against the Kings, the Voyagers next Saturday, and then January 10th against the Waterford Sharks.
Looking forward to tomorrow morning. I heard you're bringing the donuts and coffee, so.
I'll be here.
Okay. So there was no commitment there, but okay, you'll be here. I'll be here.
Shadows still have possession. Keep it inside the blue line. Puck out in front. Cody
Oakes with a toe drag there, trying to put one in.
Cody Oakes hanging out doing some cherry picking. Quick shot there by Anthony Thompson for Alpena. No harm done. Here's a 2-on-1 developing. Quick shot over. He scores!
Top shelf, Roel.
Theo Roel went top corner.
Formica with a beautiful feed, a 2-on-1. And
here it is on the replay. Theo went for the cookie jar up in the corner.
Had the goalie moving to his, well, he had no choice. I mean, the pass was off to the goalie's moving to his right, and Roel just put it back to where it came from, top shelf. Is that Roel's first, or is that, yeah, is this first or second?
Let's give Roel one, all right?
He's on the sheet now.
Yeah, everybody, let's see if we can give a goalie a goal.
You get Kaiser an assist, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Here comes the Shadow again. Another dipsy doodle move there. No harm done. Puck back in the Alpena corner. Up along the boards. Good rotation there. Clintworth trying to get on the scoreboard. Number 16 for the Shadow. At this point, you go along the bench and say, who hasn't scored yet?
Right.
You know?
Who wants one? You take some ice time.
Give you double shifts here.
Yeah, you take my shift.
Paul Arnott now bringing the puck up quickly. Mr. Paul crosses the blue line. Oh, well, Paul Arnott almost pulled it off. Pulling a rabbit out of the hat. Target practice. James Ryersey.
Shadow's just having fun out there now.
Save some of this for tomorrow. Gonna need it. A tough team comes in. Pass up to Tim Schmidt. He can't hold on to that one. Alpena retreats to get this puck. No battle in the corner. Tellstrom down there for the Shadow. Kept in by the Shadow. Tellstrom, nice move by him. He dished it over to Oakes. Oakes gets it out front. Couldn't get that one in the net. Rotundi. He'll get it over behind the net. Get this one out to Michael Perry.
Uh-oh.
Michael
Giveaway.
Perry, here's a breakaway. John Bracken looked like he had a dumpster on his back. He's moving so slow.
That might be, I don't know if that's going to be a penalty shot or not, but Bracken was, he's calling a hook, but he was in the clear. Perry gave him a little shot in the back, and I thought they were going to give him a penalty shot.
John Bracken had a hard time getting his motor started. Look at this. Long strides, battling to catch up to that puck.
I'm kind of surprised on that. I thought, he looked like he wasn't going full speed.
Didn't turn on the afterburners.
Well, I think he was at the end of his shift.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll make that excuse.
All right. Hopefully Alpena's trying to capitalize on this power play now.
We'll see what Alpena has on the power play. Trying to cycle and keep that puck in. They lose possession. It's finally dumped down in Alpena's end. Nice play by Osentowski to clear that one out. This one's just stumped over the blue line. Another opportunity here for Alpena. Tried to wrist that one on, blocked out in front. Kaiser never got an opportunity, cleared out all the way down to Stewart. 77 for Alpena. Wiley Nunn, the big bearded guy, crosses the blue line. He says, I'm going to do it myself. Broken up right in front of the net, cleared out by the Shadow. Cody Oakes is going to put his stick in there. Broken up again by the Shadow, cleared down into Alpena's end. Wiley Nunn now again, trying to fish that puck up there. Broken up by the Shadow. Cody Oakes behind Kaiser brings it out. 32 seconds left here in the power play for the 45ers. One last possible rush, broken up again by Arnott right at center ice. He crosses the blue line, taken and thrown back. Picked up by Cody Oakes. Gonna milk the clock a bit here, burn off this power play and just dump it all the way down behind Stewart. Stewart's gonna put his stick on that one. Both teams back at full strength, broken up there by Rowell. Here they come again. Quick pass over, broken up, but taken again. Oh, beautiful play out in front. Right in the crease, couldn't bang that one home. Right at center ice, again the Shadow. They're going to bring it over. Quick shot just to the outside of Stewart.
Not much of a power play for Alpena. I think they had it down there for only a few seconds, and again, Shadow's just jumping all over the place.
Their power play squad didn't have much to do there. They bring out the big guys for this shift here. Number 77 getting extra shifts. Wiley Nunn.
Average height on this line is 6'6". Rowell's bringing it down a little, I think, if he's out there. But
Double Z now with the puck. He dishes it out inside the blue line. Quick pass out in front. Trying to jam that home right out in front. Double Z taking up his office space there. Quick shot there by Arnott. Going head hunting. Again with the puck.
Kuhn just missed another one.
This one on the far side boards. Kuhn battling over there. Taking it all the way over to Arnott. Arnott's going to fish that one back. Little dipsy doodle move there, trying to pass it one too many times. And they'll get possession again right at center ice. Here come the Shadow again. They score. No call yet.
No call.
That puck is still loose.
Well, they're calling a penalty, but I thought that puck was in.
Looked like it went in and out.
Yeah, Tim Schmidt had that one. It looked like it went in, went out, and then he had a second chance. Not sure if it went in the second time, but obviously the four striped guys didn't see it. But they are going to call penalty.
So there'll be a penalty.
Eric Doobie with the call or penalty.
The Doobie man goes off for 2 minutes.
I swear that.
So if he had a brother, what would they call him? The Doobie brothers?
The Doobie. You and I both thought it went in and out, but apparently our vote doesn't count. So whatever they called on the ice, it wasn't out of goal.
So they go on the power play, the Shadow. Osentowski taking that face off. Cleared out by Alpena. Kaiser will get a stick on that one. Slow that one down. Here comes Cody Oakes. Cody Oakes is letting the hair flow in the wind, baby. Nice move by Cody, loses possession of the puck. Wraps that one around the boards. Not picked up, but Alpena clears that one out. Less than 6 minutes left to go here in the game. 13-1 if you're just tuning in.
Big 6 minutes here.
Steal, a shorthanded opportunity. Nick Kaiser. Kaiser on a roll there, made a big save.
That was Cody Bordeaux for Alpena with the...
Here it is on the replay. Point blank.
Had a chance for a 2-on-1 if he slid it over, but decided to take the shot. And Kaiser was standing tall.
Oakes now with the puck. They rotate it over to the far side. Crossing the blue line on this power play. Down into the corner. Battle behind the net. Finally taken possession by the Shadow. Trying to get that over to the big guy, Perry. Perry can't hold on to that one. He gets possession again. Perry loops that one over to the near side boards, back to the point. Cody Oakes again. Here's an opportunity for Rotundi. Rotundi takes a shot.
Kuhn buries it.
So Kuhn gets one again.
That's his second. I think he scored the first goal of the game, so he gets the first and the 14th. God, that was hard to say, the first and the 14th.
So Rotundi shot the first shot, and then Kuhn got the outlet side pass.
Came right back to him.
The initial save made by Stewart, but loose rebound, and Kuhn banged it home. Rowell taking that face off. Dumped down in Alpena's end. 4:44 left to go here in the third period. 14-1. Alpena taking a shellacking here today. Arnott now on just inside the blue line. Looking for a redirection out in front of the net.
Oh, just got a 16 again. Just got out of the way of a hit.
Clintworth
his teammates going
body
after him. One of the Doobie brothers, number 14, went right after him.
Arnott just put a hit on somebody and they scored.
For Micah.
We'll give that one to Formica. Is that his second? That's his first one.
He's on the list.
Here it was. There was a big hit along the boards, and Formica just shot it in.
Yeah, a couple of the Alpena players were looking around because 16's he's been taking a beating this period. He's been hit all over the place. He avoided the hit along the boards, and Doobie went over to kind of say something. I think they kind of lost track of all the Shadow players.
Alpena sends in the beard line. Here's a quick shot. That one hitting the glass. Clear it out, but the Shadow again have possession and dump it down. This will be an icing against, a rare icing against the Shadow.
Have not seen the icing by the Shadow very often, for sure. They've been just controlling the play up and down the ice.
Now the Shadow have made some added some players here that are going to help on the team here in the long run. Adding Formica and Telestrom.
Mans, they've all contributed tonight. All three of them.
We haven't seen Gino Mini. Another addition to the lineup.
A couple of different goalies tonight too, as well.
Alpena dumps it down in the Shadow end. 3:20 left to go here in the third period. Paul Arnott with the puck. Quickly up to Double Z. Over the ice, Arnott over the top of Arnott's stick. Again, taken by Alpena. Broken up right in the neutral zone. This one's fished out in front. And they score. Went under the glove of Stewart.
Nice. Just a soft backhander, too. He just didn't see it, didn't get down to get it.
Was a baby backhander.
Schmidt with that one.
Timmy Schmidt.
That's his second of the game as
I
well.
think his dad's right here down. Tim Schmidt. Everybody eats. That's his second. First one of 3.
Right, we got 3 of them battling.
We got 4.
4 of them. 4 guys battling for the hat trick. 2:55, they got time. And they're definitely not laying off the gas pedal.
Next goal's a big one here. Whoever gets the third goal, that is.
Right.
Cody Oakes behind Kaiser. Quickly passes that one up. Tellstrom. There's a redirection out in front.
Right off the defenseman. That's some bad luck right there for Alpena. Things are going the Shadow way. And
number 20 for Alpena scored that one.
It was right off him. Yeah, here's a look at the replay.
Ryan Talbot.
Yeah, I think it hit 63, and then it went off maybe off a 20 stick.
So we'll have to see who gets the credit for that one. That's really important at this point.
And Perry just headed down the tunnel. He's seen enough for today. He said
his dinner's waiting.
Yeah, he's starting early. He's got a cold one waiting for him, maybe.
So it's 17-1. No mercy rule here yet. Tellstrom trying to bring that in, an offsides call. Trying to find out who got the official last goal on that one. Number 17th goal for the Shadow.
Well, it was Perry who scored that one, it sounds like. Got credit for it. Oh, Tim Schmidt.
Oh, that's his third, Tim Schmidt.
I think that Schmidt, they were announcing Schmidt for the one before, but Formica got that last one. He got credit for the deflection. So Formica, that's his second now. He scored 2 this period.
Real battle going on here.
You know they'll be talking later in the locker room about all these goals.
Still 1:45 left to go. Who can hit the third goal here? We've got 5 of the Shadow players battling it out. Cody Oakes.
He's trying to kill the clock right now.
Cody Oakes usually in these kind of situations. Still working the Shadow. Brings it over the blue line. Osentowski, quick shot there by Arnott. Minute 16. We'll see what line comes out here for Arnott's going to be on the point. Osentowski's going to take this face off. Cleared out by Alpena.
Looks like Bjornholm's out there too, so he's got a chance if he can get the puck on his stick. There's a giveaway.
Try to wrap around there. Kaiser wanted no part of that. He just kept his ground. Oakes circles back.
I think Alpena was happy to hear when the announcer said the last minute of play.
Cody Oakes finally getting the puck. He's just going to circle his own net. Try to kill some time here. Not rub it in too much. That 18th goal would really hurt. Here comes Cody Oakes now. A hack right there by Alpena. Pilet's trying to, couldn't find the handle on that one. And here comes Alpena, one last run. Broken up by Oakes.
Had a 3-on-2 there, and Oakes broke it up.
Here's a 2-on-1 developing for the Shadow. Whisked away by Stewart in behind the net. 2-1-0. This game's over. So 17 goals here by the Michigan Shadow. Good crowd here tonight.
17 goals. Your ink is almost out. Sheet of paper is full.
Need a new pad of paper. Tomorrow, big game here tomorrow morning. We'll be back here bright and early at 10 a.m. start as the Kalakaska Kings come here. Get down here. It's fun. That game will be a competitive game. Last time they played, the Kings won that game in Kalakaska 7-4.
It was definitely a lopsided game, and Alpena just after the first period 4-0, they were kind of hanging around, but they just didn't have any offense whatsoever, any answer for the Shadows' offense for that matter.
Some good sportsmanship there on the ice right now as the teams leave their ice. So the final score 17-1 here. I am Frank Mazzola along with Gary Przwora and the Go Live Sports team saying so long. We'll see you in the morning.